Okay, I'm out here at my herbs and I'm going to get me some fresh rosemary to make our rosemary and garlic yeast rolls. All right, we're going to make our garlic, rosemary, Parmesan dinner rolls. Okay, the yeast has come to a nice foam in here, so we know it's activated and ready. I put a splash guard on so that it actually makes it easier for me to pour all this. This is a lot of flour going in here, so it's going to make it a lot easier. I'm putting in the oil right now. I'm going to go ahead and put in the salt into the mix, and then I am going to start putting the flour in. I'm going to put a couple scoops in, and then I'll put the dough hook down in it and start mixing. Okay. There we go. Once this is mixing, we're going to mix it for 5 to 8 minutes until the dough comes together and starts to pull away from the sides of the bowl. And then once we get it to that point, we'll turn the machine off, and then we will pour the dough out into another bowl that has oil in it so that it can sit for an hour and rise before we can continue on to make the rolls. Alright. The dough has mixed together. I'm going to remove the hook. And then I'm going to invert this into an oiled pan, and it's going to sit and rise for an hour. You put it into the bowl and then you flip it over so that oil coats every side of the dough so it does not stick. Okay, I'm going to get some plastic wrap, put over the top of it, put it in a warm place for an hour. Okay, we have gotten the dough out of the oven where I had it proofing. I've divided it in half. I'm getting it down into manageable size so that I can make the rolls. We doubled our recipe because there's so many of us here tonight. So the first batch that I got is going to make 12 rolls. And then I have another batch that's sitting waiting for me to do it as well that will make another 12 rolls. I have divided the dough in half originally, and then I am individually taking these out and I made them into smaller portions, so I'm dividing them into the individual sizes that I want and laying them out on the pan approximately 1.5 inches to 2 inches apart so that they're going to rise again. And then put them in the oven to bake at 375 when we get them all laid out. I'm breaking this little half in half again. And then I'm going to do that in half. And then I'm doing that in half again. It brings it into, makes it easier to divide so you get your proportions fairly close. I mean, I know these are not 100% close, but it does make it a lot closer to making it manageable. All right. We got our first 12 done. Okay, they have risen again after 30 minutes, and we melted some butter, and I'm going to brush them with butter, and they're going to go in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes at 375. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our rosemary garlic butter to put on top of our garlic rolls. So you mix it together. Then what we're going to do is, after we mix this together, we're going to put it on top of our rolls. That's coming fresh out of the oven in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
With Two Sisters Southern Cooking.
We thank you for visiting our page.